Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
How confident are you that the hospital, clinic, or even household where you receive care has soap and water ready at the exact moment it's needed? Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. I'm Ethan Foster, and alongside me is Alara Sky. Today we're unpacking why clean hands, not gloves, remain the most powerful defense against infection.
40% of health facilities worldwide still lack basic hand hygiene stations at the point of care. That means about 3.4 billion people are treated where staff may share the same pair of gloves between patients, turning a supposed barrier into a conveyor belt for germs.
The human and financial costs are enormous. Poor hand hygiene lengthens hospital stays, fuels antibiotic use, and inflates bills, yet every dollar invested in proper hand cleaning returns up to $24.60 in health and economic benefits. That's a return few medical interventions can match.
Gloves feel protective, but they create a false sense of security. When clinicians move from one room to the next without washing hands before donning or after removing gloves, bacteria hitchhike right along. Dirty gloves act no differently than dirty hands. They simply look cleaner.
The World Health Organization underscored this in 2025. Gloves are never a substitute for washing your hands. Their 5 Moments for Hand Hygiene framework pinpoints exactly when to scrub: before patient contact, before procedures, after body fluid exposure, after touching a patient, and after touching surroundings.
Following those 5 moments in sequence keeps contamination from leapfrogging across surfaces. You break the chain by cleaning your hands before you approach a patient. And again, the instant the task ends. No shortcuts. Gloves are only an add-on when fluids or broken skin raise true risk.
WHO guidelines are clear. Reserve gloves for blood draws, wound dressing, or contact with mucous membranes. For routine blood pressure checks, medication delivery, or simply helping someone sit up. Clean hands alone are safer, faster, and far less wasteful.
Overuse of gloves has an environmental price. A large hospital discards roughly 1,634 tons of glove waste per year. Because used gloves qualify as infectious waste, they demand high-heat incineration or specialized treatment, processes many regions can't manage without polluting soil and water.
That burden falls heaviest on lower-income settings. When disposal infrastructure is missing, mountains of non-biodegradable gloves accumulate near clinics, creating fresh health hazards for communities already stretched thin by conflict or disaster.
Field teams from Médecins Sans Frontières back up the data. In war zones and refugee camps, they insist on one non-negotiable rule: hand hygiene first. Gloves are scarce, often worn too long, and reused between patients. Only disciplined hand washing keeps infection rates from spiraling.
To simplify decisions, WHO released the glove use pyramid. At the top sit sterile gloves for surgery and central line insertion. The middle tier covers examination gloves for tasks involving blood or non-intact skin. The base, routine care, requires no gloves, only clean hands.
Vital sign checks, injections, feeding, or moving patients fall in that base tier. Unless contact precautions are in place, you can safely perform those actions barehanded, provided you wash immediately before and after each interaction.
The danger rises when gloves stay on too long. Studies show they pick up the same microbes found on door handles and bed rails within minutes. Once contaminated, each surface you touch becomes another waypoint for pathogens.
Jewelry and artificial nails add hidden risk. WHO reports that skin beneath rings carries more harmful bacteria, while acrylic or gel nails trap organisms that spark outbreaks in ICUs. Even meticulous scrubbing can't fully reach under long nails or chipped polish.
Some clinics attempt to wash and autoclave disposable gloves to cut costs, but research found 41% develop microscopic holes after sterilization. Those tears are invisible, yet large enough for blood-borne viruses to slip through, erasing any illusion of protection.
That's why hand washing before and after glove removal is non-negotiable. You contaminate the outer glove surface while donning, then risk seeding your hands again while peeling them off. Soap and water reset the clock, breaking that contamination loop.
At home, Follow a single task, single pair rule. Dressing a wound, one pair. Cleaning the bathroom, new pair. Never wash or sanitize gloves for reuse. Disinfectants degrade the material and open microfissures that microbes exploit.
Ask yourself whether gloves are truly needed. Feeding a relative, giving pills, or helping with mobility rarely involve fluids or broken skin. Skipping gloves in those moments conserves resources and focuses your attention on the habit that matters most, hand washing.
Keep your nails short and skip polish to let soap reach every crevice. Trimming nails may feel minor, yet it removes a stubborn refuge where pathogens linger, despite thorough scrubbing.
When you wash at home, choose a simple, natural soap. Antibacterial formulations add chemicals that offer no extra protection and may foster antibiotic resistance or disrupt hormones. Plain soap, warm water, and 20 seconds of friction do the job.
Common questions arise. Why aren't gloves enough? Because they become contaminated during use, and failing to wash hands turns them into vectors. Can you reuse gloves if they look intact? No. Integrity declines after one wear, whether or not punctures are visible.
When should you avoid gloves? Anytime contact with blood, bodily fluids, or open skin isn't expected. Overgloving not only wastes resources but diverts attention from the simple act of hand hygiene that truly protects both caregiver and patient.
Pair every glove used with hand washing before and after. No exceptions. That single habit keeps germs from moving beyond the immediate task and safeguards the next person you touch.
Remember the planet while protecting yourself. Glove overuse burdens communities with hazardous waste, especially where disposal options are scarce. By choosing soap and water first, you cut pollution at its source.
From an economic standpoint, investing in hand hygiene infrastructure yields unmatched returns, up to $24.60 for every single dollar spent. Few public health measures deliver that scale of impact.
Here's your challenge. Starting today, audit one full day of your own glove and hand hygiene habits. Note each moment you could replace unnecessary gloves with thorough hand washing, and follow the 5 moments framework to the letter, even at home.
Thank you for watching Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.